Welcome, welcome, welcome everybody to this live presentation. My name is Amista Bennett, and I'm here to do tarot readings and just chit-chat, catch up with some of my regulars, meet some new people, all that good stuff. Glad to be here today. It's a nice sunshiny day outside. Just a very happiness-making day, basically. Just here to have some fun. Not going to stay as long as usual this time. I do have a class I want to go to tonight. So we're going to get everything taken care of and read for as many people as we can in a limited amount of time. Motivation. Glad to see you in the room, honey bunny. How are you? Glad you are here. Thank you for that thumbs up already. I'm assuming that's you that gave me that thumbs up. I'm just clearing my cards. We're going to start with my favorite first spread, which is asking Sacred Spirit, what is our best advice to manifest? Best advice of what we need to do over the next 24 hours. I'm glad to hear that you are good. I'm fantastic. I'm alive. I'm breathing. I'm doing readings in Reiki. My YouTube's going viral. My client base is expanding. My life is good, 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 and getting better all the time. All right, we have a couple of cleared decks of cards here. Let's take a look at what is best advice for moving forward. Hello there, Alicia. For manifesting what we want to manifest. Is this microphone bumping against my necklace and making an annoying sound? Maybe. Let's fix that. We don't need that. All right, so let's see what we have. Now it might be bumping against the string. Let's fix that. Okay. There. Better. Now, best manifestation advice over the next 24 hours for anybody who stumbles across this video. Oh my goodness. Holy Toledo. All right, so this is interesting. What we have showing up is the idea that we're recovering from some kind of shakeup that already happened, and that recovery is putting us in a better place than what we were before. Okay, so there's a really nice message right there. What's interesting, though, what do you mean I'm a bummer today? What are you talking about? Why am I a bummer? What's interesting, though, is we have the Three of Scrolls, and the Three of Scrolls talks about this idea of heartache. So I think what we're getting over, or we're getting beyond, is something that caused us some heartache or some heartbreak. And it may have been there for a minute that we didn't know which way to go to get over that heartache or heartbreak. It looks like we already have a solution that has revealed itself. So now our manifestation advice is just to keep moving forward with that solution. I still don't know why I'm a bummer today. You got to answer that for me. What is going on? Oh, the mic. Well, I hope it's better now. I mean, I guess I could put it up a little bit higher if it's still quiet. You'll have to tell me if it's still too quiet. What is happening? I'm not seeing anything on my volume. Okay, how's that? It's fine for you? Okay. Got me all stressing out here. All right. Okay, so let's see. We've got a couple of people in the room, it looks like. I need to get my pen and paper out. I'm going to pick a number between 1 and 4. Let me write down a number. Okay, the number I just wrote down and circled, whoever puts that in the chat in front of my face first will be the first person I read for today. Number between 1 and 4. Alicia. Got it right off the bat with that 3. Alicia. Okay, so Miss Alicia, do you have a question for me today, or do you want a message from Spirit? Yay is right. Thank you guys for being here and keeping me company. I appreciate that. I'm realizing I had a little popcorn earlier with a young friend of mine and my lipstick is gone now. That's a little better. There's some color there. We like some color. Message from Spirit for Alicia. What do you have for Alicia? All right, so motivation and anybody else who's in the room, just keep your eye out for a piggyback message. YouTube is telling me there's 0 people in the room, but I've got people talking to me. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Okay, so Alicia, you're starting off with the Celtic Owl covered by the 5 of Mirrors. That's what I thought. Starting off with the Celtic Owl, this talks about, waiting, looking at things from a different perspective. The owl is using your wisdom and looking at things from a different perspective. Covered by the 5 of Mirrors, this talks about some kind of disappointment that has you really looking at things from different angles and different perspectives, trying to really sort out and understand how that disappointment came to be, basically. What Spirit wants you to know about this situation, could be past, could be present, could be future. We have the 10 of Mirrors showing up first. This talks about finding a way to reach some kind of goal regarding your happiness or your satisfaction level. Okay, this could be getting a new job, getting a pay raise. This could be getting a new pet. Lots of different ways that this could play out. And we have Temperance. Temperance says over time. So this is my second timing card in this 5-card spread. First, we had the Celtic Owl, which talks about taking time to think things over. Temperance talks about taking time to allow things to kind of start flowing. And then we have our 2 of Spirals showing up in reverse. Things will flow in the right direction if you allow them to take the time they need to and focus on your happiness. Remember to use your law of attraction. Focus on your happiness. Allow things to start flowing in the direction that's best. And then they'll fall right into place with that 2 of Wands. So even though there's been a disappointment, try to see it from somebody else's angle. Try not to be focused on, oh, this is so terrible because. Try to see it from different perspectives and then focus on bringing in happiness into the situation. And, sometimes this is just energetically focusing on bringing in happiness. Sometimes it's just imagining what if everybody in the situation was happy. Sometimes there are ideas that come out of that imagining that you can do to help that and then allow things to start flowing into place from that imagination. All right. Motivation, are you still in the room? Is there anybody in the room still who wants a reading? Let me put it that way. Might be motivation, might be somebody else. Motivation is. Okay. All right. So motivation, do you have a specific question for me today or do you want a message from Spirit? Motivation. Aww. That's interesting then. Focus on your happiness and let the next opportunity come in. You think there's just one motivation? Thank you and the bless you. I bet you've got more than one blessing. Show me blessings coming in for motivation coming up. What do we have? There you go. What are you studying again, Alicia? I think you told me. Was that like something like law or criminal something, criminal justice or something like that? Or am I totally just spacing it? Has happened before, by the way. All right, so motivation. Let's see about what blessings are coming in for motivation. Oh, very cool. Very cool. Well, if you have your master's to be a teacher, that means you're qualified to become a principal, right? I would hope. I would hope. All right, let's see here. First blessing that we're talking about. Look at this. Divine Child talks about some type of contract or commitment having to do with good news about money or material goods. So, contract or commitment could be buying a new vehicle, buying a new phone. This could be contract or commitment, could be a new job that pays well with that good news about money or material goods. So, whichever way it's coming in, we like to see that. Boop-a-doo-doo-doo. We also have, oh, look at this. You have the Celtic Owl showing up in reverse. This talks about a breaking away or a release from Storyteller Hermit. So this tells me that you've kind of been out there socially, interacting with the world after kind of figuring out what are your priorities there. This release from that means you're not necessarily going to be out there socially in the world anymore. I don't think you're becoming a recluse. I think you may find yourself in some kind of level of relationship. Okay? Not going to say you're getting married or anything with that, but some kind of level of relationship. Next, we're looking at the Seven of Mirrors, which talks about options, lots and lots of options, over the Muse. The Muse is the Queen of Spirals. Well, I can't guarantee it's going to be that guy, but it looks like something's moving there. Callie's Life. Hello, hello. Okay, so lots of options with this Queen of Spirals. I think this is lots of options of things that you can do that you feel inspired about. You're going to have some opportunities to move forward on things you're inspired about. So if you're into theater or if you're into music, you may have more chances to perform. If this is something else that you're really into, you may find that you have more opportunity to do that creative thing that you like to do just because you like to do it. Not because anybody says you have to, and not because it brings in, anything to pay the bills, but just because you want. So that's what we have. Yeah, creativity. Exactly. She's creative. She's very independent too. All right, so let's see. Anybody else in the room that I would have not read for that would like a reading? You're quite welcome. Motivation. And happy birthday, by the way. Actually, motivation. If you subscribe to my newsletter, then we're still in Libra time frame, just barely. When was your birthday? If you subscribe to my newsletter and you're a Libra, Saturday, yeah, so you would be a Libra. If you wanted to schedule a live reading with me, you could get a 40% discount, but you'd have to be subscribed to the newsletter and get that reading on the books with me, I would say today or tomorrow. I think tomorrow's the last day of Libra season. And you get a 40% discount on a live reading with me. So just so you know, normal prices on a live reading with me are $100 for 30 minutes, $150 for 45, or $200 for an hour. So say you decide you want a half-hour reading, you get it for $60 instead of $100. If you want an hour, you get it for $120 instead of $200. So first you have to sign up for my newsletter, though, and you can do that at my website. All that stuff is in my description below. Let's see now. We need to do Callie's life. Okay, Ms. Callie. Do you have a specific question for me, or do you want a message from Spirit? And everybody else be on the lookout for a piggyback reading whenever I read for Callie. All right. So what would you like to talk to Callie about, please? Energy issues as in personal energy issues or as in energy issues in your home? You're quite welcome. Okay, for Callie, message from Spirit. By the way, guys, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to catch the next video live like this. Your own. Okay, gotcha. Personal ones. Okay, let's see what we have here. All right, so I don't pick the topic, and I also don't pick the time frame. This is what Spirit wants to talk to you about, okay? Past, present, or future. If it's future, I would imagine it's probably going to happen around the next 2 days or less. Usually I say around 2 weeks, but most people tell me it happens within 2 days or less. So, Three of Mirrors coming up in reverse is the first card that we have showing up here. This just talks about somebody who is jumping up and down on your last nerve and being incredibly annoying. Four of Mirrors. I think this really surprised you that this person would actually be so annoying. And so we see you here just really, almost really having a pity party about it. Like just kind of in disbelief and not knowing what to do about this. Just having this pity party. I just can't believe that person acted that way to me. Okay, so that's what we have first. Now, best advice or heads up around this. Thank you for all of the interactions. I appreciate whoever's doing that. Let's see. So, what you need to know about this situation, you have the Merlin card coming up in reverse. This basically says that whatever you're doing around this situation, continue. Don't give up on this. Continue to do whatever you're doing around this situation. So if you've set boundaries around this situation, if you're trying to kill them with kindness around this situation, whatever it is, the first bit of advice is keep up whatever you're doing. Now, the next thing that we have coming up, we have 2 8s. We have an 8 of spirals, which talks about communication. So if you're already communicating with this person, or if you're communicating with somebody else about this situation, keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. This is short messages back and forth. This is not long letters. All right. And then we also have the 8 of scrolls. What am I feeling off of this? Eight of Scrolls is my break free information, or break free card. Talks about the idea that you may be overthinking the situation, and Spirit is saying don't overthink it. Look at it the way it is. Don't try to make it something that it's not. Just accept it on face value and allow yourself to make the decisions you need to make to move forward based on that face value. Don't try to make excuses for this person. Okay? So whatever you've been doing already, keep on doing that. That has to do with the idea of communicating short back and forth with somebody, but communicating based on reality, not based on overthinking, based on what's just, it's right there smack in front of your face. Don't try to make it something that it's not. Coming from someone who's really good at that. All right. Okay. So I need to kick off because I have a class I want to go to a little bit later tonight. I just wanted to stop by and say hi and let you guys know I am available. If somebody needs a reading later on after that class, just get a hold of me and we'll schedule it for after that. And we'll go from there. Everybody have a fantastic day. Thank you all very much for keeping me company. I do appreciate it. Peace out.